is a Cosmic Octave original podcast.
Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.
Welcome back to the show.
Let's talk about cocaine.
The streak continues.
The street?
The streak.
El calle in Spanish.
The street?
Yep. You know what my favorite new Spanish word that I learned is? Aeropuerte.
What is that?
Airport.
You'd never go to an airport. Why would you ever use that in a sentence? Pick a word you would use in a
Yo
sentence.
como manzanas. I eat apples.
Yeah.
Yo bebe agua. I drink water.
Yeah, well, como banana. Eat banana. That's what I said.
No.
Yeah, I did. Como means eat.
Yeah, but I don't know what banana is yet, so you can't.
I'm pretty sure it's banana.
I don't think so.
Do you know? You
No,
don't know that
I'm
far
not
in
there
the book.
yet. I'm not there. It's not
What
a
are we
book.
even talking about?
We're talking about
Stuff.
yeah.
First off, I want to talk
And
about
junk. I'm Tyler.
Shout out to Tyler. That's him. I'm Jake.
Why are you so against like telling people which one
Because
is
they
which?
because that's the game. That's the fun. Who's that?
Which bearded asshole is talking now?
Which generic looking white guy is it?
The one with the glasses?
The one without him. The one with his hat on backwards, or
basically
the
the-
one with his hat on forward.
Basically the difference.
Excuse me, I had to burp.
Thanks for not burping into the microphone.
Yeah.
Unlike last week when I just started the show by farting into the
Bro,
microphone.
that was like 2 weeks ago.
Really?
I think so. Time is a flat surface.
so fast.
Oh.
Surface.
Well, all
Let's
right.
try-
Now
let's try
what?
it again.
Start the show
Try
over,
it
damn
again.
it.
Try it again.
Come
Time is a window, and a circle is the surface.
Yeah. I think we got it.
Nailed it.
Spotify
Hey.
Wheel of Playlist. There you go.
Grammys, you know where to find us on YouTube.
Up your butt.
We got to wait for a week because tomorrow night
Is the Grammys?
the big Grammys. So after that, they'll be like, let's start looking for next year.
And then we'll be
And
there.
they're going to hear Scarlet
Scarlet
Nights, Random,
Togetherness.
yeah,
Scarlet
Cheese
Knights?
Whiz.
What's Scarlet Knights mean?
What's Cheese Whiz mean? Doesn't matter.
What is time, man? So
What is time?
the two things
but
that
a loop you and I put around our necks.
okay. So
See, it's just that easy.
don't know where to go from there. That's how I write music.
Listen, my music is always pretty dark.
So we're
sorry.
mostly going to be talking about The Last of Us, episode 3, with the unnecessary
Oh,
backlash.
the gayness.
The gayness.
God.
And
yeah.
DCU stuff.
We do-
James Gunn announcing his
Yeah, that's gonna be
plans,
fun.
Chapter 1, Part 1, Gods
You
and
and I,
Monsters.
you and I are gonna butt heads on one particular issue on that, but it'll be okay.
I do look. I don't want to be overly fanboy about it. I do have concerns. I'm mostly excited. I'm excited.
No, you don't. You have concerns like I have concerns if there's too much content in the MCU. That's more shit for me to
It's
watch.
a first world problem, it is. But what I'm saying is,
No, I know.
well, it's just the consistency is going to bother me because I think that it might, unless we'll get there when we get there. First, let's talk about The Last of Us episode 3, which you and I could both agree, a beautiful love story.
I fucking cried so hard, dude.
That ending, man, it'll rip your heart out.
I did not expect to get hit like that hard. And here's something like, you know, I'm well aware and self-aware enough to know that I don't know that I'm totally comfortable with like male homosexuality. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and that's
That's a societal thing.
I think that's an okay thing to admit and to say that I have some things I need to kind of get over to, you know, whatever. When we talked about Our Flag Means Death, when it was clear that they were going to have a romantic relationship, and I told you I stopped like watching it for like a week because I had to wrap my head around whether or not I wanted to see this.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily like I'm against it by any means. Of course, we're both big supporters of LGBTQ plus
No, I don't know anymore, Tyler. You don't watching Our Flag Meet? No, I'm kidding.
Or as Ryan Cannell says, I can't keep up with it. But
that's Jeremy Griggs. I know they're the same person.
Who gives a shit? They're both assholes. RK. Well, anyway, but the point is that I'm aware that I have some hang-ups that I need to kind of get over and whatnot. I watched Brokeback Mountain back when it came out and stuff, and I wasn't like completely just nonplussed by that.
And I don't want to see it because I know it's a tragic ending.
It's actually really the cinematography is really, really beautiful.
I've heard it's a good movie. I'm just saying I know the ending.
When I knew what was kind of happening around the piano, I started figuring out what was going on, and I know nothing about the game. I asked you, I texted you while I was watching it. I said, "Is that the relationship?" And you said, "No, it's a little different." I texted back like, "Oh, can't wait for the fucking trolls."
No, and that is a big part of it because this is Neil Druckmann himself said that this was an opportunity to deviate from the game and tell a story differently and make this TV show feel its own, and I like that. I want an adaptation to have fun with the material that it's in and adapt.
How many positive post-apocalyptic? Can we get some goose screens up in this bitch?
How
many positive post-apocalyptic stories have you seen?
Yeah, there's not many. Not many. Almost all of them are pretty grim.
Yeah, and
even the fun ones like Mad Max are
there was
so
a moment
grim.
when there was almost like, oh my god, like when they got raided.
Yeah.
And then it totally just kind of changed and showed how they,
it was like, what, did nothing happen? Whatever.
Well,
I feel like that's because they had to put some sort of action into the scene, I guess. Or and that's another reason.
Did that happen in the game?
No, again, that's why they did it for this show, because they could not tell this story in the game. Because you would have to have
Can I guess?
Neil Druckmann himself
who
said that like you would have to have like some sort of interactivity in between because this is too long to have a controller on the table. You know what I mean?
let me just ask, if I can guess, I'm willing to bet that in the game you never meet Bill and Frank.
You don't
do you?
You do meet Frank, but Frank has hung himself.
You meet him?
Yeah, he hangs himself. You don't see him. You see his body, but you never actually interact with him.
So you see him, you don't meet him.
You
need to change it around.
No, you meet him. You meet his body. No, in the scene in the game is pretty heartbreaking too, because it's not really overtly gay like it is in the show. Like it's a little bit more subtle, but he says it's the scene as Joel is talking to Bill, and then you see just feet, and then you pan up and he goes, "That's Frank. He was my partner." But then you also find the letter that they find in the end of the episode is completely different than the game, because the note you find in the game was Frank writing a note to Bill saying he resented him and hated him because they never left the town and they never did anything he wanted to do, and it made Bill's paranoia was pissed Frank off and he didn't want to be with him anymore. So it was a jilted lover, which I'm glad they went this route for the show.
Yeah.
And that's another thing.
So okay, let me also kind of is it pretty obvious in the game that they're gay lovers?
He just says my partner twice. He doesn't say anything. I mean, you
said at one point that it's subtle.
It's subtle. You can. The way that the letter is written, it is definitely written like a jilted lover. It's written by someone that is breaking up with them. Okay,
so when somebody is talking about how this was made into a gay love story and it's deviating from the game, it's not really, is it?
Well, it is deviating. It's a positive gay love story versus a negative gay love story.
And the other part is that we actually see the story, because in the game, I'm willing to bet
you didn't see Bill and Frank together at all. You just saw Frank hang himself.
It seems like they're just dead bodies that kind of add some expository shit to you. And you get some stuff.
Bill's section in the game is good. I like his section because yes, you do get a truck.
You get some stuff.
But in the game, you're actually Bill is with you for a chunk of the game where you're like fighting. Like you find another version of a clicker, which is like this big one and all this stuff.
So Bill. Okay.
Bill is radically changed because Bill actually again has a loving relationship with Frank versus a combative relationship with Frank. But again, I like this. I like this version because Bill is kind of just a shithead that you're like, it's a fun section of the game, but when it's all said and done, when you think of like really, in my opinion, when you think of really, really good Last of Us characters, I don't think of Bill. I think of Joel. I think of Ellie. I think of Abby. I know that's controversial.
Who's Abby?
Abby's a character in the second game. Who,
What the fuck?
Who will most likely
I don't
be?
even know.
She'll most likely be in the second season.
Yeah.
Because they're probably just gonna do a 1-to-1. But look, most people enjoyed it. Most people cried. I cried.
I bawled.
I mean, when
it was so beautiful.
when he says,
It was
"I'm
so,
old,
that whole scene.
I'm satisfied."
That whole scene when okay, if you don't have a soul, you've never felt these feelings, and I feel bad for you. But I've felt those feelings where you know that you can't change that. You can't change it. You can't change what's going on. You can't change how somebody else has changed. You can't. No matter what you say, you either accept it or you know. And what is he supposed to say? No, I'm not going to do that for you.
I want you to suffer more with
Right?
your disease. Yeah.
And I mean, you can see in his performance how hard that is for him. He's
balling.
He's getting all of the negativity out right then so that he can be good for Frank.
Yeah, love me like I want you to.
Yes.
Which, oh my God. When
Right?
he says you love me, then love me like I want you to. And I was like, oh my God.
Right?
This is right through my heart.
Right. And but you can see every bit of every nuanced look between the two of them, the shared just
The reason
here's just
Tyler,
I mean, if it doesn't break your heart, you're fucking soulless.
Tyler, the reason I love it is while people are going to accuse it of being this sidetracking story of just to push an agenda of a gay love story, it is perfectly in line with the themes of the game and the themes of the show. The theme of the show is finding hope and caring for someone above yourself in the time of this.
Yes.
With everything is shit, caring for someone gives you purpose. Being with someone gives you a reason to survive.
Mm-hmm.
That is what that story was. That was a beautiful description of that story, and they made a decision that was courageous. They made a decision, like we've said, a positive story about the apocalypse.
Yeah.
These two men got to love
Which
each
is
other,
nice
care for
change.
each other, and die together.
Thanks for showing me something I haven't seen before. By the way, now it's clear in the show that both men are gay. Okay. It's not one because Bill is clearly gay in the show, and it's not like Frank's like, well, I'll just be gay to stay here, right?
Yeah.
I think we can agree that they're both actually gay men. They're not making a choice because of the circumstances, right? We
Yeah.
can agree on that, right?
I will say
In
props.
the game, it's probably more likely that it was circumstantial sexual activity because they're the only two people around. So this is the question I have to ask you before we get into the clips.
Sure.
How long do you think Ryan and Jeremy are Frank and Bill in that little town? How long do you think it takes before they start doing each other?
Hey, now that's a stereotype.
No, it's not. Is it?
Do you think this is projection? The way that he acts about this?
I'm not.
I'm not saying
but
that either.
I'm saying that circumstances, can make people do things
Well,
that
that's
they
what I was
maybe
saying. It's
wouldn't
the
normally do.
apocalypse. You're not going to be a little gay in the apocalypse. I mean, come on.
But
people
this is
just want
different.
to just want a place
in
to
the
be.
TV in the TV show. Like
It's like
clear,
Cheers. They just want to know everybody knows their name.
in the TV show. It's clear that both men are gay before they meet. Like it's not like they. And in the game, it's more likely. It seems more likely that they had that they were like two men in prison.
In my
looking
defense,
for solace and comfort.
I like how awkward it is. Because when you first
if Jeremy
kiss
and Ryan
someone-
started going to town on each other, I wouldn't be mad or disappointed in them.
And props to them again because the sex scene was awkward.
Oh God!
Because again, they're just feeling each other out. They're trying to see what they're into. It's never.
Yeah, they were feeling each other out.
It's never smooth your first time.
No,
it's never good, right?
He's like, you need to take a shower.
Did you hear what I said?
What?
This isn't good the first time, right? All right, so some people are idiots, and they were against this episode. Now, I want to be clear. Jeremy, multiple times, much like Andor, will say that he thought this episode was good, but yet will make three videos bitching about it. So here's clip number 1. Excuse me. Jeremy Griggs, Geeks and Game. I burped away from the mic, did I not?
That's it. We can't be together anymore.
Get that weird popcorn taste.
Oh, what the hell?
You crash your car.
What the hell? What the hell?
So the first clip is on Monday after the first episode.
I wanted to make something like on Monday after I watched it Monday morning
I've been
and just
trying,
go off.
Look, man,
and be like, if you're gonna put a video out today bitching about this episode, go fuck yourself.
Well, that's the thing.
You're an asshole.
I've been trying to
stop watching.
I've
this
been
show.
trying to do weekly episodes. I've just been getting behind because everything's crazy in my life. But anyway, this first episode or this first video is called "The Last of Us," Episode 3. Everything is gay. So great title. So
and it's not to say that Jeremy and Ryan don't have the wherewithal or the willpower to just masturbate. Like, hey, you know what? I don't really want to do this, so let's have like a masturbation time where we go away from each other.
Staring at each other?
No, they go away from each other, and they don't disturb each other, so they can get their nuts off.
Absolute peace and quiet.
No, but there's plenty of houses. Like, I'm gonna go to that house.
The headline, we're gonna say, "Oh, Jeremy's just intimidated by gay characters," yada yada yada. It's so stupid because these people don't have a working brain because they think that everything is something to be fake offended over. Every single thing that somebody has, every opinion, whatever. But now you see the mainstream using this episode. And now this is a victory for all gamers, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Bill and Frank being hinted at, or Bill being hinted at as being a gay character in the original Last of Us, that didn't save lives. But this episode, this is the most important episode in the history of humanity, ladies and gentlemen. You see NBC News right here. HBO's The Last of Us adaptation is a milestone for LGBTQ gamers. Where's this story of The Last of Us? And you have this random thing that was hinted at in the original Last of Us, a relationship between a man and a woman. Would you have gotten a full episode out of that? No, because it doesn't complement the story at all. That's why so many people are frustrated.
No, it's because they're homophobic.
Neil Cuckman continuing to push his bullshit agenda. Now, it gets better for The Last of Us.
Yeah, this guy was going to get better if you just stop watching the show, man.
Yeah, what was he talking about, a man and a woman?
He's trying to say that if there was a man and a woman relationship, like that was portrayed in this, that was Bill and Frank's story, but as a traditionally straight relationship.
Sure.
Would he get a whole episode like Bill and Frank did because they're a gay couple? That's pretty much what he's saying.
Been there.
We've seen that story before.
Yeah, I kind of hate to say it, but
how many times?
Been there, done that.
People
also, let's look at it this way too. If you change it so that it's a man and a woman on either side of the argument, and we're talking either it's a woman in the hole or a man in the hole. And vice versa.
In a traditional, straight relationship.
Either way, it causes a little bit of cringiness no matter what when they end up getting together because in our society, we don't live in a post-apocalyptic society, but in our society, there's a lot of seamy underbelly. And there are a lot of people who are willing to do things that they wouldn't normally do to get ahead. And there are a lot of people who are willing to let that happen.
You could, I see what you're trying to get at, like it's a Stockholm thing, right? It's more of like a...
Right.
One of them is captured and they're doing this so
or an example of a woman working in a company where she feels like she cannot advance unless she gives in to whatever. So my thing is that this is why it wasn't a traditional love story, a man and a woman, because it would have created so many issues that it would have taken almost 2 episodes to get through it all.
Yeah. Well, and
this is heartfelt. It's easy to understand right off the bat. There's no... I hate to say it, but because it's 2 men, the possibility for sexual violence is down.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. Am I? Does that
No,
make sense?
You don't need to defend it at all.
No, I'm saying like that's why it wouldn't have
I understand
worked
where you're
or
coming
wouldn't have
from.
been as compelling with a man-woman.
I understand what you're trying to do.
Okay.
But you don't need to because this guy's a fucking moron.
Well, I know that.
And he does it later in our third clip. He makes a third video because the director of this episode is gay and admitted it. And admitted that it was a way to trick the audience to show that
he admitted that he was gay.
No, he admitted that he tricked the audience. He admitted that he made when they were making this adaptation, they talked about this episode. He admitted he wanted to trick the audience into watching this to show that it's just like a straight relationship. We'll talk to that in the next clip.
Hang on. That doesn't really make any sense that he's tricking. I mean, he's making an episode of a TV show with the full support of like the crew and everything. He's not
Clearly, this episode shows that people still can't handle this shit.
Well, no, I know. I mean, I mean,
don't be nitpicky.
I'm reading too much into it.
Yes, come on. Here's clip number 2. So do you want to guess what the title of clip number 2? So this is
Everything is super gay.
Wednesday or Thursday.
Because the first one is Everything is gay.
By the way, Jeremy Griggs is a real piece of shit.
No.
So
Come on.
This video, Last of Us director admits to tricking audience into watching gay love story.
See, just the tricking. What are you talking about?
I don't see why you're being nitpicky about the word trick.
I'm just being semantic about the word tricked.
I understand why you're saying that because that verbiage gives leeway for this dipshit to make a video about
also,
it.
yeah, it's clickbait.
Yeah, a little bit. But and
either way, it's stupid.
So this clip again, all this director was
what's
doing.
It called?
All this director was. Last of Us director admits to tricking audience into watching a gay love story.
That's the title?
Yeah.
Where's the snappy title, asshole?
But admits is in all caps, so you know it's real. It's real legit. It's like serious shit. But yeah, all the guy was saying was like, I wanted to show that a gay love story is the same as a straight love story. It's all the same. Love is a universal thing. It doesn't, apply to one sexuality. It doesn't apply to one group of people or one couple or whatever. So,
listen,
Jeremy,
just because I didn't pop a boner during this episode doesn't mean that it's wrong, guys.
Jeremy's taking a victory lap, Tyler.
It seems like a lot of homophobes seem like that. Well, I didn't get sexually aroused, so it's wrong.
I'm just saying it takes away from the story and it doesn't have anything it's bad writing. Again, I pointed out the themes. What are the themes of The Last of Us? It is caring for someone else and caring about something more important than yourself in a world that is shit. It's giving you hope. It's giving you a purpose. That is what the show has been about, and that is what that episode was. He literally says at the end of the episode, "You were my purpose."
Yeah.
Last of Us director Peter Hoare said he wanted to trick his audience into watching a gay love story in an episode of HBO Max's new apocalyptic drama.
He's reading an article from the Daily Wire,
who is gay and is known for his work on the British LGBTQ plus. Sorry to put the plus in there. LGBT
so funny.
Plus, I can't
He's fucking
keep up
funny.
With it
this
anymore.
guy.
Miniseries, It's a Sin, said that he wanted the viewers to
gay
see
people,
that it was
right?
the same love as straight people, but just between two guys. Notice that this has nothing to do with actually trying to tell the story that complements the overall story. No, it's about this centrally focused agenda that this director is wanting to put into it.
It's a story about love.
I don't know about you, but this is only the 3rd episode, and already I know so much more about this world around the two main characters. And not only that, but it's a way to bring you into that world, and almost in a nice way. The first 2 episodes are very abrupt, very, hey, here the fuck we are.
Rattles your cage.
And obviously the 3rd one,
Slows
there's some stuff at the beginning and the 3rd one, whatever, but mostly it's just that love story, and it's like, well, yeah, it immersed me more into the world than I ever thought I could be. And knowing that those 2 people existed in that world, even though they're gone, I want to be in this world more.
I know why you experienced that, because episode 3 story is the most universal story.
Yeah.
Because Joel and Ellie, they haven't gotten there yet, but by the end of it, it's going to be a father-daughter, like an adoptive daughter, father-daughter love. And we're not seeing that, so you don't, like somebody that doesn't have kids doesn't necessarily feel that perspective. They can empathize with it and everything, but you have been in a relationship where you've been in love with someone and you shared your life with someone. So you know how that feels. So you know in that moment of pure joy, like that little giggle he lets out when he eats the strawberry. Like you've had moments where you've giggled with someone you love like that. You know what I mean? And
the acting by Nick Offerman
and then the joke about not
Murray
fucking
Bartlett.
Not fucking on the strawberries. That was funny.
Yeah.
Not on the strawberries.
Both of them were just spot on, man. Like they exhibited such such a depth of character and like, I mean, they were real people. We got to know them for what, like 50 minutes, maybe 55 minutes.
Yes. Yeah.
And I mean, that's it. And like, by the end of it, I was devastated that I wasn't going to see them again.
Yeah.
And
when they come in the house and there's like flies on the food
of
and stuff.
Of a good story and the mark of good writing and good acting and good filmmaking and
the pan up shot on the fucking window with the music in the background is so good. So good.
Hey, but let's make
one last clip.
One second. That was not the bedroom from where they were at. Was that what you were thinking?
No,
and here's how I know this.
I know it's a different window, but
because he was on the first floor knocking on the door to their room, and that room at the end of the episode was clearly from the second floor. So I was thinking that they were going to pull back and show them embracing like dead and like desiccated and shit. But they did.
That would have been really sad.
Yeah, I don't think it would have been necessary. But the point is I mean, that's how you flesh out characters. Truly, you flesh them out and make them characters that you care about. And I guess they just don't. I guess these assholes of RK Outpost just don't want characters that they care about, or they're incapable of caring about homosexual characters.
Well, it's funny because they go from hating on it before it comes out because they're pissed they race swapped Sarah.
Who's Sarah?
Sarah was Joel's daughter in the beginning that dies, gets shot.
Mm.
She was white in the game. Oh. So they bitch about that.
Why?
Because they hate race swap.
The
They hate race swapping in any kind, Tyler.
For like 5 minutes.
Any kind.
I don't know.
But they made videos.
Know.
They do this every time. So they made videos hating on it, and then people like it, and then they happen to like it, so then they like it, and then they wait for episode 3 to happen, and then they start hating again. Even though he says I like the episode, he makes 3 videos talking negatively.
They didn't
about
give
it.
a shit when Electro was played by a black man.
Here's the 3rd video.
Did they? So I guess they don't hate.
I don't think they were online. I don't think they were on YouTube yet. To be honest.
Thank God. Why did you let them on YouTube? You fucking dickheads.
Get it together, Google.
Fucking dickheads.
So the 3rd video he made was about the failure of. I keep burping, man. I don't know what's wrong.
What the fuck?
I think I'm losing my mind.
Gassy.
Gassy as hell. Gassy love. So anyway, the last video he made was talking about review bombing because there's been a lot of people that giving it 1-star reviews and saying stupid shit like homophobic shit. So review bombing. HBO's Last of Us episode 3 damage control, all caps, begins. So here we go.
Oh, I can't fucking wait.
This is a bit of a longer clip, but I want to use this as a point because this is why you can't trust these guys for any criticism of any kind because he contradicts himself in this like nearly 2-minute clip. I apologize it's long, but I wanted to prove a point. So he's talking about the review bombing, and here we go.
The Last of Us Episode 3 is suffering from review bombing despite having achieved widespread acclaim for depicting Frank and Bill's love story. I will say, I do think that it does have widespread acclaim. There's no doubt about that. I talked about it in my previous video that it seems like I might be on the unpopular side of this, which is totally fine. It's not the first time I've had the unpopular opinion, and it won't be the last time.
For sure.
Did you just admit that all of your opinions suck
I don't
fucking
have to play
dick?
a fake victim when that
I think that's what he just did.
I understand
No.
a lot of people like this episode, and like I said it's a well-made episode. I said it's a good episode. And I saw a lot of people
remember that.
Not really.
generally would agree with what I have to say on my YouTube channel. Say, hey, I disagree with everything you said, Jeremy, yada, yada, yada. And I'm totally fine with that. But that still doesn't mean that you're not going to upset people in general.
What are you talking about?
It doesn't mean that it's review bombing. It means that people didn't like it, and they're expressing their opinions.
You just talked about how many people liked it.
Bombing. We've seen
there's no such thing as positive review bombing, you fucking idiot.
But you don't want to sit
reality?
there and weaponize positive review bombing. No, do you want to talk about that?
How can you weaponize positivity?
Weaponizing
what the
negative
fuck
review bombing
is wrong with you? Were
you
you
can
raised
build a
in
narrative
a
around it, and we see the media doing that all the time.
Hold on.
So it says, despite widespread acclaim for its love story between Frank and Bill, The Last of Us Episode 3 is suffering from a review bombing campaign. HBO's Last of Us is a true to form adaptation. Oh, now it's okay to point out true to form adaptations? Wow, I thought that was toxic. I thought only toxic fans wanted true to form adaptations. But of course, this isn't a true to form adaptation because you changed a lot for episode 3.
Yeah, cut him off.
Where did he
No, but my point is why did I play that long one? Because at the beginning,
he just kind of went from
because
because
of the beginning he says people think I have bad opinions. I have bad opinions. I'm a little bitch about it, and then proceeds to whine when it's like, oh, it's okay to complain when you want things to be true to an adaptation now. Dude, I thought that was toxic, bro. You just played victim. You talk about so much about how you don't.
I think
play
he
victim.
literally said at one point and admitted that his opinions are fucking bullshit.
Sorry. That was the government.
No, I want to fucking.
you imagine
I want to fucking watch that commercial for Tide.
Could you imagine if that was like a swatting? Like if the SWAT team came into that music? Oh, it's the SWAT.
What?
The cops. Anyway, that's enough of that.
Yeah,
Let's talk about some fun shit. Tyler. Gods and monsters. We got. Stop it. We got chapter. Stop. We got chapter 1, part 1 of the DCU. Gods and Monsters. First of all, I love the title. I love the title of Gods and Monsters because it sets you apart from Marvel. You're not doing phase 1, phase 2. You're doing your own thing.
The Superman movie called? Rebirth?
Legacy.
Okay, let's start there.
Well, yes. I like where your head's at. I like where your head's at.
Here's why.
Hold on.
No!
Oh, we're making the same hand gesture at each other.
No!
Because I want to talk movie. I want to split it up movies, series, like that. So we can talk about Superman first.
When we get done. Yes, okay, fine.
I'm agreeing with you.
Fuck you.
So why do you want to talk about Superman first?
Well, we are going to talk about a lot of the supernatural elements of this first chapter.
Gods and Monsters. Can I tell you what I'm really excited for?
And what is Superman's only weakness?
Magic and kryptonite. That's 2 weaknesses.
Oh, yeah, kryptonite, whatever.
But
right?
magic.
Right?
Yeah.
So isn't it interesting that they're playing up like the Superman, and they're probably going to have a Batman
But
in
they're
this
doing that
universe?
without Black Adam, which is even funnier. Sorry,
Adam.
Dwayne.
Dead on arrival, dude. Dead on arrival, dude.
Dead on arrival.
My name is Bill.
So
Belichick,
first, let's look at the movies first.
I didn't
we'll
like
kind of
Black
just
Adam.
let's go in order of what we know. So it's Superman Legacy. That's first up because that one actually has a release date.
That looks interesting.
July 11th, 2025.
Austin Butler. Just kidding. I don't want him as Superman.
Well, so they're going for a younger looking Superman.
Yeah.
Which, as you know, last week I had to explain that we haven't had a young Superman in a long fucking time, so everybody needs to chill out about that. I'm interested to see, because James Gunn said in the presentation, said he's about halfway through it.
Yeah.
He's been coy about if he's directing or not. He hasn't outright said he isn't, but he also hasn't outright said he is. I don't know.
The only thing that I'm really worried about, and I'm not too worried about it because I saw what he did with Suicide Squad and Peacemaker, and those were clearly 2 passion projects.
And he seems like he's really invested in the Superman one.
Right. I'm just worried that he becomes too invested and it derails the whole thing.
Because this is the start of it. This is the beginning of the whole thing.
Fingers crossed.
Hey, when he was making the Suicide Squad, they did offer him Superman, and he considered doing a Superman movie. But I think he was still confused, wasn't sure what they were doing with the DCEU and what was going on.
Well, no,
clearly,
right. He wasn't sure what they were doing with it. And
he
didn't want to jump on that ship, and that's fine. But he did sign the deal, the development deal, after he was done with Guardians, that he was going to go back to DCU or whatever. And then, of course, all that stuff happened where he became basically the head of Kevin Feige's counterpart over there.
Yeah.
And let's be honest,
he contributed were the best.
When he got when he got Superman and he was like, I don't know. He didn't know. He didn't know if he wanted a corner in that.
Yeah.
Then he got all of that. And they were like, hey, well, you can do whatever the fuck you want. And then he was like, I want to do Superman
Yeah.
because it's going to be, this Superman will be a corner of my stuff.
Well, it gives me hope though because
So I'm excited. He must have come up with some sort of like overarching grand plan.
Well, it's
and it better fucking come out. It better end in Darkseid and the anti-life principle.
No.
Fuck you.
Fuck Darkseid. Go Brainiac. Have some fun.
Yeah. Let's see Brainiac.
I've never seen Brainiac. I want that.
He's
in my
never been a
life.
live action.
No, we can
adaptation.
Look, I'm not against Darkseid coming later.
Oh, and if you do like the Gary Frank shit, like like the big old like the I'm talking.
I want the big skull machines,
right?
Spaceships.
And not the fucking frail like little green dude. The big motherfucker that was in like the New 52, like that guy. He was a brawler, man.
I don't know. I kind of like.
Well, no, Brainiac was always like he was always mentally acute and everything, but
his powers
the only
are
way he could stand up to Superman
robotics.
was how quick he could think on his feet and robotics. Yeah, but this in the New 52, he was like 7 feet and like just big. He was a fucking big guy, and he could go toe to toe, hand to hand with Superman.
I don't know if I like that.
It was actually really good
I like
because
Superman fighting.
It lended an extra air of menace to Brainiac.
Yeah, but I like when Superman has to I like that.
Fuck you.
His best, in my opinion, his best villains
Nobody
are
fucking
two
cares.
guys that use their brains.
Nobody
You know what I
fucking
mean?
cares
Okay.
about you.
I'll just stop talking.
We're so bad.
Just fucking turn the
I'm just
podcast off, dude. I just got to deal with your fucking negativity.
I'm just kidding, bro.
Turn it off.
Oh, did you?
Yep. It's over.
Come on, man.
No, I see that he's gotten inspiration by from Grant Morrison with All-Star
Yeah, the Grant
Superman.
Morrison, yeah.
He also shared a couple quotes
All-Star Superman is fucking fantastic.
that Alan Moore and Grant Morrison said. And Grant Morrison, the reason All-Star Superman is so good is because Grant Morrison wrote Superman like a human being, and he said he's just like us. It's just his problems are amplified because he's Superman. So like his explanation was, you walk your dog outside, he walks his dog on the sun. He walks his dog on the surface of Mercury or whatever. You know, it's just a normal dude that's just a larger than life persona. And Alan Moore said something similar to that of like, it's a crazy thing to think about. He's an alien that assimilates to our culture, our people, and then when the moment happens, he's this big blue beacon of hope, you know? I think that's what James is going to do. I think James is really going to drive home that Superman is a symbol of hope. They try to do that with Man of Steel and Zack Snyder, but that same
That was supposed to be a symbol of hope?
I know. Brooding Superman.
With all the muted fucking colors, man? What are you...
So, the next movie,
what are you
not the next movie,
adjust
but
the fucking grayscale a little bit.
Since we're in the movies.
Jesus. Hey, you remember when they released the Snyderverse cut of Justice League, and then they did the black and white version? Guess what? I couldn't tell the difference.
Whoa.
Because the colorized version was so washed out.
So another movie. Now this movie I'm excited about. Like
Did you get it?
Enough. The bit's over, man. I'm done with it. Okay. Why don't you take that bit,
shove it up your ass,
and go back to the show? Supergirl.
There's a lot of love between us.
Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
I can't wait to see that.
That's gonna be awesome.
Hey, who's the fuckface who was going off on Tom King?
Eric July.
Why?
Because he hates Tom King.
Why?
Because
why do you have a problem with Tom King?
he made some videos about it. Because Tom King outed one of these artists that work with like Comicsgate people, and then there's a whole thing and whatever. It was like 2 years ago. I don't care.
Mm.
What are you doing over there?
Mm.
He's picking your teeth in the middle of the show?
Why don't you shut the hell up? Don't worry about what I'm doing.
Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
I can't wait for that.
Says they're just taking Tom King's story and fully adapting that to a movie, which
Sounds
is
good.
Which is interesting. It's good that Supergirl finally gets some shine, other than the Supergirl movie that came out in the 80s that I heard was very, very bad. Yeah, not good.
You never seen it?
No. I've heard it was so bad that
You're so not missing out.
it was so bad that Warner Brothers was like scared off of having women leads for a while. Just women. What?
It's gonna fall off your lap there.
What?
The little.
I don't care.
Okay.
You think I care? But no, I'm really excited about that one just because it's a chance to see. We've never got to see Supergirl on a big screen. So that's
problem with the Supergirl movie is it was the Salkins, and I think they were the ones who started the Superman thing. I think, and they were the ones who wouldn't give Donner like final cut on the original Superman movie.
Or the second one,
or the second. Well, maybe it was the second one, and that's why he left. And that's why he left the franchise.
And that's why there's a Donner cut.
But that's why there's the Ilya Salkin, I can't remember. But they made this movie, and it's Faye Dunaway and Helen Slater. And I think, is Gene Hackman in it? I can't remember. But it's not good because it's the special effects are, I mean, not like the ones in Superman hold up that great, but they do, to a degree. You got to suspend your disbelief. But the ones in Supergirl, you're like,
So yeah, I'm excited.
Also, why can't it be Superwoman already, man?
Yeah, come on.
Goddamn, it's the 2020s.
Oh.
Where's the glass? Why do we still have a glass ceiling? You know what I want to make? I want to make a character that's like
ceiling?
super like redneck, but he's like super like women's lib. You know what I mean? All sex is violence, man. All right.
All right. Yeah, that's on TikTok. There's
Is there?
Yeah, there's a couple.
Oh, fuck you guys.
All right. Next up, Batman's new movie. It's going to be called The Brave and the Bold, and Damian Wayne is going to be the Robin. So
is this the Matt Reeves?
No, that's Elseworlds.
See, this is what I don't. I could care less about Batman's kid. I don't give a fuck.
See. Look, that is some of the biggest contention. Stop it, Tyler. Don't make me get the water bottle. I will spray. Sometimes you gotta spray him. Oh man, now that one was cyanide. I apologize. Well, I'm doing this one solo. That is his farts. That is his waste leaving his body because he's dead.
He's dead. His bowels released.
There was a lot of contention with James Gunn because James Gunn said Damian was his favorite Robin in that presentation. Look, I don't have a problem.
Robin is a stupid fucking character in general. All kid sidekicks are stupid.
Listen, Tyler. What excites me about this is his wording. He said this is a way to also bring in the Bat family as a whole. So if we actually get to see Dick Grayson as Nightwing showing up, or we get to see a Red Hood or something, I think that's cool. I'm excited about that. Can you just stop fucking hating DC for 5 minutes, dude? You just hate fun. But I bet if this
Bat Family was one of the better books out there in the New 52. It was Grant Morrison, and he wrote some crazy fucking shit about like the Bat Family. Or no, it was Batman Incorporated, I think.
Batman Inc. Yeah.
Yeah. But that was one of the better books.
Morrison had done great on both Batman and
Batman anymore. Who fucking cares
also
anymore? It's Batman. Who cares?
You said that about the Batman and you liked it, so shut up.
Yeah, but it's still Batman.
Didn't you just say last week? I'm never gonna stop watching these.
No, I'm probably not. But
you're gonna be there day one, like I am.
I know.
You stupid whore. But I like the title of The Brave and the Bold.
Yeah,
I like doing something.
That was my
different.
favorite comic book or cartoon.
Great cartoon.
Fucking
you know
awesome.
that dude, Diedrich Bader?
We talked about this last week.
Yeah, dude.
You think I go to Stella in these pants? Forget about it. Hey, you Peter Pan,
hey,
stand up.
Shit, man. No, you can go.
You know what I'm talking
your
about?
ass kicked. Listen.
Napoleon
Rex Kwando. It's Rex Kwando.
Yeah.
Break the wrist, walk away. Break the wrist, walk away.
Get up here, Peter Pan.
Do you think I am less of a man because I wear these and I go home to Starla at night?
Forget about it.
Anyway. Next movie on the docket. This one made my pants tingly, my pants tight. Swamp Thing is getting a movie, so this is interesting.
I'm excited.
So we're already chapter 1 of this saga. We're already going to bring in the Green. We're already going to bring in Swamp Thing, and now there's rumors that James Mangold, i.e. the guy who did Logan, one of the best superhero movies ever made, is going to be possibly working on this.
See,
come on,
I don't know
Let's
why.
Go, bro.
I don't know why. If it's maybe because his last
We can get
name,
Animal Man.
I don't know why. You know what we need in a second. I don't know why. Maybe it's because his last name sort of sounds like a type of flower. But James Mangold and Swamp Thing just sounds so fucking perfect.
Too good. Too good.
Right?
Sounds too perfect.
You know what we need? The guy, I can't remember his name, but he played in Parks and Rec. He was Jean Ralphio.
Yeah.
The worst.
Yeah.
You
You need that drop.
He needs to go to fucking James Gunn.
Plastic
and
Man?
with his Plastic Man project.
Make it a cartoon.
Maybe, but
And then he could play him in the movie. So we'll talk. So I want to talk about that.
I'm just saying, like, James Gunn, this is your chance
Well-
to fucking really go out of bounds.
So
And fucking take advantage of it, dude. Do some projects that Warner Brothers would have never greenlit, like
yeah,
the
but
fucking-
but
what?
see, you're gonna run into people thinking that these movies won't be successful because what made Guardians work is because it had the name Marvel on it. I would disagree. That what sold Guardians was that amazing trailer, and that's what got me excited. I didn't give two shits about the Guardians of the Galaxy until I saw that first trailer. I was like, holy shit,
See,
this looks awesome.
This was way before I was super knowledgeable about what was coming out from Lego, and it totally floored me. I didn't even know that the movie was coming out, and I knew the Guardians of the Galaxy from the 90s.
Yeah.
And so I'm like really confused. I'm like, whatever. But I saw the set and it had Groot and Rocket Raccoon. And I'm like, and I read the original Rocket Raccoon limited series, which
Yeah.
is fucking crazy. And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, brah.
But the fact that they're going to do Swamp Thing in the
I was in
beginning
line
is
day
exciting to me.
Yeah,
the fact
that's
that we're
pretty
bringing in the
exciting.
green and like what
The Super
Swamp Thing can
7?
mean.
Or what is it? What are they called?
Animal Man.
No. The soldiers.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What are they called?
We'll go to the next thing. Finally, another movie which is interesting that they chose to make this a movie.
What?
The Authority. So the Wildstorm characters, the Authority, are coming over. Why are you upset about
Only if it's Midnighter and Apollo. Those are the
course,
only
of
original and good characters from that entire shitty fucking universe. Hey, I'm Jim Lee. How's it going, guys? I want to take over DC. Dude, we would love that, man. Fucking our sales are fucking flagging, dude. Our sales suck. Like, bring in Jim Lee, like Mr. Image. Holy fuck. And Rob is with you? Fuck yes, dude. Whatever you want. Okay, cool. Listen, before I sign this contract, you got to buy all the Wildstorm characters. Oh, come on! Oh,
But I think this is good potential to really kind of do like The Boys and do it a more hard edge. James Gunn said he's not against making R-rated DCU movies.
Right. So
He said Superman for
Warren
sure is going to
Ellis-
be PG-13.
Warren Ellis is the guy who invented the Authority
Yes.
and Midnighter and the Midnighter and Apollo,
Sure.
which I'm super excited to see all
Man,
that.
they're going to be so mad when they see that movie.
It's basically Batman and
It's
Superman
Batman and
if they were
Superman
gay.
fucking each other. Yeah.
But
Well,
it's
Midnighter's
really,
cool because he's got a supercomputer in his
well,
brain.
no, it's really well written. Is the point?
No, Warren Ellis's Authority runs great.
But here's the thing. Warren Ellis
Yeah. I know. I think they're using.
made the Wildstorm fucking a decent comic book
I think
property.
they're using
Jim Lee
his-
didn't do shit.
I think they're using. James Gunn has been pretty open about what he's using.
Jim Lee's good at plotting.
Well, yeah, but I think he's doing the Warren Ellis stuff because he's shown pictures from that run, and like
That's
James Gunn
awesome.
has been pretty open about. And this is what I love about what he's doing, and it's smart. It's so fucking smart, and this is why DC got him. Is he constantly promotes the comics, and he says these are the stories we are adapting. These are the stories we're telling. So read these comic books, and
I
it's
already read them.
and somebody made a joke about it.
Already read all of them.
It's like, Jim Lee, what were you doing all these years? James Gunn's doing your job for you, pushing people to the publishing part of the company, being like, yeah, these are the comic books we're working on. They sold out fucking
Yes.
3 or 4 books already.
Yes, but no. I mean, like that's if I'm Jim Lee or Rob Liefeld, or and those are the two guys we're singling out because Todd has done his thing with Spawn and Eric has done his thing with Savage Dragon, and they're still doing it. They're some of the longest singular continuous runs of comic books in the history of comic books. It's amazing what they're doing. Rob and Jim made really pretty, really amazing comic book pictures. Rob sort of. He really had a problem with feet. But they made really pretty pictures, really good looking, like kinetic. There was kinetic energy in these pictures, and you were like, wow, they popped
They're
off the
quick
page.
to read, and you're like,
But put a fucking goddamn pencil in their hand and get them to write a story. Good fucking luck, dude. Dude, Youngblood #1 came out, and it was like, oh my God, there's deluxe trading cards and exclusive blah blah fucking gatefold fucking 13 different covers and fucking jerk off all over the place. You know how long it took Youngblood #2 to come out? Like 8 months. Because he had no idea what he was doing.
Yeah.
And they went through a publisher that had no distribution.
He just knows how to make a cool looking book. He needs a writer.
and like I texted you, that is my analogy for the Rippaverse. All those fucking cards. Okay? When you read those cards to me, all I could think about was the first 18 issues of anything Image related except for maybe Savage Dragon and Spawn. Maybe.
I think you're thinking
the rest of it was all shit.
Of old Image. Not the new Image is much different.
I understand that. I'm talking about the original Image
the original
guys,
Image in the 90s.
The Top Cow and all that fucking bullshit. Actually, Mark Silvestri was great.
I think the Authority is my least anticipated of the movies. I
don't know much about it, but I know it's going to be good.
I love Batman, so I'm going to watch any Batman movie. I'm excited for Batman: The Brave and the Bold. I'm just excited that but to me, it's exciting that we finally get a Batman and Robin movie that is has a little bit more serious tone to it. That isn't going to be overly campy or whatever.
What about Batman? Matt Reeves' Batman got a sequel.
October 3rd, 2025.
Yeah, got a drop date. Do we know who the villain's going to be?
No, I don't care.
Which is good.
I want to find out.
Be.
Let's go to the series.
I do want to find out.
Let's go to the series. Also, the Joker 2 is also considered Elseworlds.
Yes.
Which I love that they're calling that Elseworlds.
Yeah.
Just going back to the publishing. But so then we got more news. True Detective style, space cop procedural, lanterns, and I was like, finally we get some clarity.
Tight pants.
Woo boy. We get a Green Lantern cop show.
I felt like my penis was being suffocated.
When we started this show, the first 2 books.
Do you hear what I just said?
Yeah, I know what you said. First 2 books, the only books. We need to get back to reviewing books. But Green Lantern, Earth 1. We said, why? And look, did you notice the imagery he used in that?
It was Earth 2.
No, Earth 1 is the name of the comic line that we were
What the fuck?
Listen, the imagery that he used was from those books.
I thought he was talking about the newer series with...
Look at he talks...
Grant Morrison.
Yeah, that also is an allusion to it. But when you look at the pictures, it's the Yellow Lantern, Jon Stewart, and Hal Jordan from the Earth 1 Green Lantern books, which is exciting to me because that was one of the most interesting Green Lantern stories I've read in years. How they did that.
I love Green Lantern, but he's kind of a shitty character, and that Earth 1 story made him cool to me again. And a decent character.
They found a way to make him
kind of a stupid character.
They found a way to make him special without making the ring choose him. They found a way to make him have that ring. Anybody could get it, but he's good with it. He excels with it because I love that story, and we might get that. But regardless, Lethal Weapons, Lantern style show, I'm into it.
Yeah, it's a show.
Yes, it's a series. And I've been wanting that. We've been talking about it. And seriously, make this fucking show already. It's just like The Flash. We've been talking about it for years. Also, confirmation in that presentation that The Flash will completely reset everything. So, who fucking knows with Ezra Miller? I'm still pissed about that. This one's very interesting. Animated show, Creature Commandos. James Gunn's written every episode. I love it. Why not have fun with Why are you doing that? Have fun with an animated show.
I'm doing what your baby does. Why are you doing that?
You think about it. It's the Suicide Squad with monsters.
I read the exactly.
It's fun. You don't want to see fucking Frankenstein?
No, but
Wolfman?
you just said it. It's a Suicide Squad with monsters. Why are you
Who cares?
retreading?
It's a cartoon.
Why are you retreading?
Because he's good at it. What is James?
Are you really good at it?
James Gunn.
Or are you just fucking running out of ideas?
James Gunn is good at ensemble writing. You know that.
You're good at ensemble.
So stop it. But this is where he mentions that
there. Get your ensemble.
This is what concerns me, because this is where he mentions that they want to keep games, animation, movies, TV. It's all connected. Same actors. That's great in concept, but I don't understand how they're going to execute that. Of having, yes, you can get the same actors come in the booth and do voiceover work. Sure,
he's got to have a solution for all that. Had to have come to him while he was working, while he was helping make the 2 Avengers movies. Because there was only one shot where every single person is actually there, and it was the pan at Tony's funeral. That was the only one, and it's been remarked how ridiculous. Like the logistics were of getting that put together at that right time.
How many characters? I mean,
how
many were on screen?
Actors and shit that they had to schedule and all that. He must have gotten some sort of idea to like fix all that.
Yeah, maybe
there's got to be a way that he came up with some sort of.
We don't know. Maybe these movies and shows are all planned out, and yeah, maybe they're like, "You come in this day. We'll shoot. Stop it. We'll shoot these scenes. We'll record these lines for this video game. We'll record these lines for this TV show."
He's got to like figure something out. Or he had.
It's
like,
gonna be hard to do.
He had like a eureka moment during all that, and he was like, "All right, well, if Disney comes calling, I'm gonna fucking swing my big dick over there."
But here's my problem though. What if you say, "I want to," like you talk to James Gunn, you have a meeting with him, you're like, "I really want to work with you, but I don't see my voice working in this connected universe." Does that mean that they'll get another opportunity in an Elseworlds movie? Because to me, with him branding the Batman Part 2 and Joker 2 as Elseworlds, to me, that's saying that they're going to stick to the idea of maybe doing solo stories. Like, the Batman is fine being by itself.
Well, I think they're going to ultimately build to the Justice League, but the right way. The way that they should have done in the first place.
Because they're so, yeah.
You don't make the second Superman movie the first Batman movie, you fucking idiots.
Hey, you want to hear something? Hear something?
That was just such a misstep.
Here's how you make Creature Commandos relevant. They're hunting Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
And that ties into the Swamp Thing movie.
Oh, if you somehow incorporate very early on into this DCEU thing, like the green and the red, from like the DC comics.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You got some crazy shit going on. I still won't really care that much because I just don't have the same connection to these characters.
This next show excites me too. This is an interesting take. It's going to be a TV show for HBO Max called Paradise Lost, and it's going to be a prequel of The Fall of Themyscira.
Yeah,
I love that.
Okay.
That's a cool way to introduce your Wonder Woman, I think.
Yeah.
How does that not interest you?
It just seems like it just seems like a period piece, like like Rome or
Fine.
something.
Booster Gold. We'll just move on. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you.
Awesome, dude.
You're gonna just disregard one of the Trinity members just like that, and then you're just gonna.
I'm sorry. Is Wonder Woman a part of this project? Oh no, it's a prequel.
So
she's probably
she's in it.
Oh, she is.
They never said, but
yeah, she's not in it.
Why would you do a theme?
She's not in it.
Yes, it is because
it's a young. What's Hippolyta?
Yeah. Hippolyta. I think. Hippopotamus.
I guarantee you she's young in this. So she doesn't have a daughter
so
yet.
you hate women. Verified.
Yep. You got it.
Moving on.
No, I'm just saying.
No,
like,
we're moving on.
If you're making like a drama that is like from a certain age of time, and you're going all in, like that's fine. But it's the same thing with Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Yeah, it's connected to the DC universe, but how the fuck is it going to further it for me? It's not. So I don't give a fuck.
You are such a Marvel shill, dude. Oh, I'm going to be overly critical of everything DC does. I mean,
Booster Gold is going to be great as long as
I
can't even talk, you asshole.
No, I'm excited. I'm excited for Booster Gold.
Well, okay, so you and I talked about this. I'm cool with
Chris Pratt.
I don't care. But no, we talked about, like, you and I talked about, I prefer, like, Booster Gold and the Ted Kord Blue Beetle. But they're moving forward with the Jaime Garcia. Or is it Garcia, right?
Yeah. So, it's Jaime. So.
Robbie Reyes is Ghost Rider. Jaime Garcia is the new Blue Beetle, and he's more of like...
Which will be connected somehow.
That's more of like a mystic amulet and stuff and whatnot. And Ted Kord was basically like a ripoff of Batman, basically.
Who's to say Ted Kord won't be in the Blue Beetle? We don't know.
I'm saying it would be great if they end up having the two, the new Blue Beetle and the Booster Gold show up. But I'd like some flashbacks to Ted Kord Blue Beetle because it'd be fun.
Yeah.
And you should get the guy who did.
I'm just saying, if you wanted to get
Vigilante,
if you were to put Chris Pratt in a DC project, you can't go wrong with Booster Gold.
Probably not.
He's a loser from the future that is a superhero now because he stole tech from the future and came back to the past where he could be somebody. Like, come on, Chris Pratt could fill that role.
Well, aren't you just amazing?
Aren't you just amazing, Tyler?
Yeah, 'cause I am.
Lastly, This one I could care less.
God.
This one I'm not as excited about. Waller? No? Tyler shakes his head no.
Yeah.
I really love that you're shaking your head no on an audio podcast. It's it's really good. Well, apparently this is supposed to bridge the gap between Peacemaker and Suicide Squad. So she's going to be joining Team Peacemaker, and this is why Peacemaker Season 2 is delayed, because I'm sure they're trying to figure out how to put him in this. And also, can we get over the people bitching that, like, oh, James Gunn's going to put his stuff in the new DCU? And I'm like, yeah, because it worked. First of all, if I do something, right, and I do something like Suicide Squad and Peacemaker, and people really like it, so much so that Warner Brothers wants to give me the keys, you don't think I'm going to be taking a victory lap on you and being like, okay, so these two things clearly work?
How much you want to bet that he's going to keep on Jason Momoa and Aquaman is going to be like
Aquaman is still tied, as far as I know.
Is going to be like the senior Justice League member.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. Jason
He'll be
Momoa
like
was
the
really
veteran.
happy with his meetings.
That's
so.
what I'm saying. Wouldn't that make sense? Because he was, I think, he was a leader of the Justice League for a time.
Yeah.
In the comics.
Well, you can. I don't know. I much would just prefer him being Lobo, but that's not happening.
Oh, I'm gonna bitch about the burger burr.
So yeah, Flash resets everything. Somehow Aquaman is still tied, and so is Blue Beetle somehow, which will be interesting. I'm excited regardless. Most of those things excite me. Also found out they're looking to do two movies, 2 shows a year, which is fine. I don't think that's bad. That's a lot more spaced out than fucking Marvel.
Yeah, greedy.
3 movies last year, 3
What's up,
TV
greedy
shows.
ass?
But Quantumania looks really good though.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I like?
What? Tell me. I'm waiting
Cookies.
with bated breath. Who wants to-
Shortbread cookies with frosting.
It's the sound you're. Let's go to the long.
That was for the ASMR.
Box. Oh, it's freaking me out. All right,
What the fuck?
Tyler, who went
Asshole.
first last week? Did you? Go
You
first?
always go first. I'm going first.
I'm coming.
So,
I swear to God, if you went first last week, I would be furious with you, pal. You know how much this means to me? We don't fuck up the order. Fucking bullshit.
as a musician, I'm fully aware of like Elvis Presley and his debt to the debt that we owe him, like for a lot of stuff. I'm also aware of the controversy. I'm also aware of the fact that he basically stole Black Americans' music for his own. What are you doing? Fuck you.
I'm sorry. It's a serious moment. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But Baz Luhrmann came out with a movie called Elvis, and I'm not a huge Baz Luhrmann fan. I think he's more style than substance in a lot of ways. A lot of pretty colors, a lot of
Like a
flashing
sing-songy
lights.
Michael Bay.
Kind of. And he's obnoxious as fuck. If you've ever listened to any of his...
Oh, sorry, my mic cord came out for a second. Scary.
Put it back in your pants there, buddy.
That's not what I call my wiener.
You ever seen a DVD, or have you ever heard a DVD like commentary track? He's pretty full of himself, and there's not a lot of people around him. I don't think they'll go, hey, you want to bring
Tone
it
it
down
down
a bit? Because you're not. Have you seen your hair?
I did not.
Have you seen your fucking haircut? You think that's avant-garde or some shit? Sorry, I had to go off on that.
I will
'cause
say
I saw
that,
like a behind-the-scenes thing, and I was like, who the fuck is this asshole?
You like this movie more than I did.
I did.
I don't like Baz Luhrmann either.
Well, I don't, but here's a couple things. So my mom is a huge Elvis fan, and she has a friend who passed away the last couple years, and she had we were up there, and she has her friend had this basement full of Elvis shit. Like her and her daughter, who's my age, took periodic trips to Graceland, and they were huge Elvis fans together. And I never really went to like the extremes of like saying to them like, Elvis married Priscilla when she was 14. Like shit like that, right? You don't want to burst somebody's bubble. And so, I'm like, okay, let's see this movie. I had no idea what to expect. I knew Baz Luhrmann, and I knew that there was acclaim for the guy's performance and that it was about Elvis. And about what I knew, most of what I knew about Elvis from growing up with Elvis, basically. He was my twin brother. So, we're watching the movie. So I brought my smart TV out because Mom doesn't have one. She refuses to get one. She's like, I don't want one. So I brought it out, and we watched HBO Max, and we watched Elvis. And I was crying by the end because they showed a side of Elvis. I don't know how historically accurate it is, but I'm willing to bet he basically, it explains, and you've seen the movie, it explains that he was basically the only white kid in the black part of town because that's all his mom could afford, is basically why he became so immersed in that gospel and what's known as Beale Street in Memphis, which is at the time, which is where all the blues venues were and everything like that, and gospel and things like that. And that's where he grew up and loved all those things. And I don't know how historically accurate it is. I like to think that Elvis was upset with what was going on with civil rights, and that he did sing a protest song on his comeback special. That was really cool. That was a really cool moment, knowing that he cared. But there's some things in the movie that are not historically accurate.
That did happen, but it was altered a little bit for the movie. The protest song thing, yeah.
Well, yeah, I know.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm on your side.
But he wrote it for the special. I mean, the thing is that like I didn't even realize that he wrote that he sang a quote unquote protest song, whatever you want to call it. But he was really good, and I've always been a fan of what Elvis was. And when you watch the movie, you realize up until he came along, most entertainers, because there were no rock and roll stars or any, there wasn't country, there weren't any, barely they were stars, because you didn't have the reach. But they basically got up there and sat behind their instruments and played and sang, and then they got off. And the people didn't get out of their seats. And then Elvis came along, and he's all shaking and jiving and doing all this crazy shit and making all the people like jump out of their seats. Yeah. And
it's a show. He's making it theatrical.
Every entertainer that came after Elvis has got to owe a debt to Elvis just simply based on that.
Was Chuck Berry before Elvis?
Elvis brought it mainstream.
Because Chuck Berry did shit like that too. With like Johnny Be Good and shit.
You and I have already talked about it.
He even got that phone call from his cousin too.
I started this whole thing talking about how the controversy is how basically Elvis basically stole a lot of black Americans' music and moves and everything else. Chuck Berry may very well have been before Elvis. I don't know.
I'm not saying either or. I'm just saying
Elvis
it's that era
definitely drew from black musicians for his act.
It's a show.
For how he acted.
Yeah, it's a show.
Because he had seen that, and he was emulating what he had seen and what he felt, what he genuinely felt through the music.
Yeah, he saw someone actually expressing how much they enjoyed
he felt that,
the music while they're performing it.
Yeah.
And that's something you did. Because you're right. And a lot of times it was those bands that would just
obviously
be like, we're here to sing our songs.
Obviously people have raised the bar since and whatnot, and continued. I mean, you look at like somebody like Lady Gaga's like performances now, and you're like, holy shit, that's insane. Yeah.
But there is something to say about the bands that do come in and just fucking rock really hard and leave. I kind of like that too.
There's a band called Slint, and they were on. I have that album, and they were on the Kids soundtrack. That movie from the 90s, that really fucked up movie. But they were on that soundtrack, and my buddy's brother saw them play in Kentucky, and they're a lot of soft or quiet loud type of stuff,
like the Pixies,
kind of. But apparently, these guys, the entire time they played, they stood there and played and sang. They didn't move like at all. Like even when things went like dun, 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 like they were still just like
Huh.
which I thought was kind of neat. I can't do that. I can't get up on stage and just stand there. It's fucking ridiculous.
This will actually
What the fuck is going on with your mind?
I don't know. Funny that we both have a music-related thing because what I wanted.
Yeah, I really liked Elvis, and the best part about it was I got to spend an evening with my mom. We both we got
made
KFC,
some popcorn.
so we had fried chicken. We were thinking like of a Memphis type of like Elvis.
I can't remember the last time I had KFC.
Well, we were trying to think of like she was like peanut butter banana sandwiches, and I'm like, no fucking way.
Of course, come on.
No, that sounds gross.
Grilled peanut butter banana sandwich. Think about that.
Anyway. So the closest
You died taking a shit for those sandwiches, you son of a bitch.
we compromised and got fried chicken, which is kind of a southern Memphis dish.
Is it from?
No, it's not really.
Sorry. Yeah, from KFC. Memphis chicken from a Kentucky Fried Chicken. They're breaking laws here.
There's
man.
people in Tennessee like we're gonna fucking come after you with pitchforks, motherfucker.
You don't speak for us.
But I would love to go. I did add something to my bucket list. I would love to go to Beale Street in Memphis someday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Would
it's still well known as like the home of like the blues.
I want to go to Prince's place.
That would be when we go this fall, we should make that part of it.
That's expensive.
Go to Paisley. What? Is it?
To go to Prince's house? Yeah.
It's a museum, right?
Yeah.
So why is it expensive?
Oh, because I want to record in the studio. Because there's a tier where you can record something in his personal studio. See, now you're interested. We'll talk about it off the air. So speaking of music, mine is tied to music as well. I found this video game. So go ahead.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
There it is.
Is this where you're going to have a smoke?
Oh, wow. Just leave the shawl. Anyway, there's this game called Hi-Fi Rush that came out on Xbox Game Pass. And this is one thing, shout out to Microsoft. I feel more obligated if I want to play the new Spider-Man game and the new Wolverine game to buy a PS5, whereas I don't feel obligated with the Xbox because I have Game Pass, I have xCloud. So with the power of xCloud and game streaming,
Power of xCloud!
I'm able to play Hi-Fi Rush, a Xbox Series X game.
Hi-Fi Rush!
The game is interesting because it's one of those things where it just oozes personality.
What type of game is it?
It's an action rhythm game. So when you fight, you hit on beat. So if you can figure out the beat of the song that's playing while you're fighting, you can hit to the rhythm of the song, and it's a game I think you'd be really good at, Tyler.
I think I would like it.
It's a fun game, and it has...
Is there a mobile version?
No. Sorry.
Fuck you.
It has a very distinct art style where like the cutscenes are 2D animations that it looks like you're watching a Saturday morning cartoon, and then it transitions into cell shaded, but it still like this is the first time I've seen a game transition out of 2D and 3D seamlessly, like cell shade like that, and it looks really good. And I'm actually not terrible at the game because I'm figuring out the beats. And then
You're a musician.
So when you figure out how to do the beats, the game is plus the soundtrack's bitching. But the fact that you can like that you can build up combos and do things, and then it's like, well, if you want to do this, hold beat. Like, so you have to hold on this beat to hit this other beat, and if you can't figure it out, and there's like little things in the game that are interesting, where like if you can't figure out where that missed beat would go, the character himself on the screen claps for you. So he's clapping to let you know this is where you hold. Now hit the button, and it's just like, no, it's fun.
You're an asshole.
It's just fun to think that they incorporated this like weird, wacky action game that focuses on rhythm. And like you're about to fight this big robot, and he says something like his security is like 1 million or something, and then 1 million plays by the white stripes I think underneath, and you're fighting him, but when you hit him, it's like dun dun dun. Dun. You're like hitting it to the beat of the song. It's just fucking awesome. It's just fun. It's just fun. Tyler, you wake up and you're like, this is just fun.
This is just fun stuff.
Crack open a soda.
Crack open some crack.
Tyler, this is cereal for kids.
Oh.
Not crack cocaine.
Oh.
I think I want some of that cocaine.
Oh. You know what I really like?
What?
You know you're going to find it.
I'm not going to find it anything.
You don't have the soundboard up.
What? Crack cocaine.
That's
I love
you.
it. I
That's
love
you.
it. I love it.
Crack open a soda, and Tyler's like,
Crack cocaine.
how about that? Huh?
Crack open a cocaine.
And beat that beaver up. Wow. Oh, my Lord.
The guy in the background is always the best.
Oh, this is the actual song.
Oh, yeah.
We're not doing that.
We're not fucking doing that.
We're just doing this.
God.
Tyler's got an album out.
Yeah. You can
called,
find it on Spotify. It's called Arigato.
I've been playing it a lot in my car.
I appreciate that.
'Cause I appreciate you as a friend.
I've already got my next project
Want
lined
to
up.
plant some strawberries together?
But as long as we don't fuck on them. Yeah. But I'm gonna let this one percolate a bit, Arigato. I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna give it a little bit of time to be the breakout album that it's meant to be. What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah, well, how you
Oh,
doing?
I'm writing some stuff. Some audio dramas, scripted podcasts. It's gonna be exciting.
I've got a really
Did
special.
you read those scripts I sent you? By the
Yeah,
way?
I've got a really special. Yeah, but you got to tell me who I'm looking at. I got a really.
Oh, I thought it would work.
No, I got a really special. Wow. I got a really special announcement to make on June 24th of this year.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, damn it!
What the fuck is wrong with you?
None of these work anymore.
None of these work.
Nothing but garbage, yeah. Nothing but garbage.
We're talking about that.
All right, last thing we want to say today.
Everybody Wang Chung tonight.
Everybody have fun tonight. I think that's what Oingo Boingo would have wanted. It's Oingo Boingo, right?
No.
Who is it?
Well, Oingo Boingo is another band.
Oh shit!
You're like, I'm just gonna play something.
Crack cocaine.
Hopefully it goes along with the fucking song.
Pew pew quip.
Nice. Fuck you. I'm trying to find another one. No, we don't even have $1 million.
Son of a bitch.
I know. Stan Lee would be pissed at us. You know, I can't.
I'll eat your ass.
No, what was that, Alex? Say it louder for everybody to hear.
I'll eat your ass.
You bastard.
You're not invited over anymore.
It doesn't even have Stan. What is up with my soundboard? It doesn't play anything I want.
If we're doing like a synopsis of the show, can the last thing be Tyler?
I could write a book about what you don't know.
By Tyler Allen.
Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.